Hey girls, I have actually been intending to make this video for at the very least a few days, but I am just now getting around to it. But it's whatever because we're chillin', we're chillin'. I know I've talked about it to death at this point, but I am just going to give you girls a little recap before I tell you how my life has been as a sober, non-drug addicted woman. Basically, I used to have a really bad vape addiction up until around a year ago this time. Now, to clarify a little, when I say vape, I don't mean your typical boring nicotine vape like hitting a Juul or a Bitty stick. I was vaping THC. And just in case you're wondering, yes, I would get high from it. I would actually get fucking blasted. Like, I wouldn't just get a little buzz or feel pretty good. I would feel all the way up there, which is funny because I had a lot of people tell me in the past, like, oh, you literally vape weed. Like, that is nothing stupid. I literally do this drug or this one, or I'll drink beer and do this. So I'm like, why the fuck do people brag about their drug addictions? But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So the reason I started vaping in the first place was because I used to be a daily weed smoker or pot or marijuana, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's a million different funny nicknames for it, but I'm just going to call it pot because I'm getting old. So I used to be addicted to pot, and that ended up turning into a vape addiction. And by the way, when I say addiction, I mean more like a dependency. Like when I say that I was addicted, I don't mean, oh man, if I don't get this specific drug, I am going to go on a homicidal killing spree and murder 2 different people if I don't get my fix. I was more the type of, oh, I can't smoke today, I can't vape today, whatever, like, life is stupid. If you can't tell where I'm going with that, basically whenever I was sober and not high on THC, whether it was from smoking or vaping, I was just extremely depressed and lethargic, and I didn't want to do anything with my life. And when I eventually would get high on THC from either smoking or vaping, I would be so blasted out of my mind that I couldn't really do anything with my life. And eventually, the financial issues started creeping in, and my general mental state just declined dramatically. But I'm not really here to talk about that because that's kind of upsetting. I really want to talk about the positive and uplifting part of all this. So here we go. I have officially been completely and utterly sober for 1 entire year. I don't know if it's been like a year and a week, a year and a month, or anything like that. Actually, I do know for a fact that I quit vaping before Valentine's Day of 2024. So I've been sober for more than 1 year. And I just want to say, girls, my life is literally so much better now. Like, my mood has stabilized. It has become normal for me to be in a normal state of mind. Like, I really don't even know how to describe that. Basically, when I was sober, I would just be super down in the dumps. But when I got high, like Afro Man, I would just be up and up and up. And my whole life was essentially like that. But nowadays, my mood is at fairly nominal levels all the time. And I really like it more being that way because it is just completely unsustainable to be super fucked up part of the time and then super down and depressed the other remaining time. Yeah, that is unfortunately never going to change, regardless of if I'm sober or not. My way with words is going to be fucking awful, like, which is kind of funny because I'm a YouTuber. You're supposed to be good at talking when you make these videos, but I am not. But another positive change that I noticed when I stopped vaping is my decision making greatly improved, both in the real world and in video games. Yeah, I'm going to get serious with you girls right now. When I would smoke weed and then play video games, I would literally do the most brain dead, stupid, boneheaded things you could possibly think of. And the game that this would be the most obvious in was Call of Duty. My boyfriend and I love playing ranked and COD together. I've talked about that a bunch in the past. But I used to get high off of my vape and then play, and sometimes I would hit my vape and get even higher during the middle of a ranked game, and I would just do literally the dumbest shit you could possibly think of. Like if we were playing Search and Destroy and we were on the offense side, sometimes I would just grab the bomb and run straight into the enemy spawn and die. I would just fuck the entire team up. Oh, shoot. But anyway, enough reminiscing on the not as good days. I really am glad I'm beyond that point of my life. I fucking love being sober and just not on any drugs at all. Now, to be completely fair, I do still have an addiction, but it's to Monster, and you girls know that. Thank you so much for watching, girls. I will see you all in my next video. Bye, girls.